No matter which side of the political fence you sit on, I think we can all agree the 2020 presidential election has been a tough slog. The campaigning in a pandemic, arguing over whether mail-in ballots are legal, they are, the wondering whether your ballot ever even made it to election officials, which most did despite the best efforts of Postmaster DeJoy, and of course the days of post-election hair-pulling, nail-biting, and browser refreshing as we awaited results from those few key swing states. But it doesn't have to be like this. Our country is the only developed nation in the world with an election process as complicated, lengthy, and unrepresentative as the U.S. Electoral College system, a process The Daily Show's Trevor Noah explained pretty well back in 2016.
That's like going to a deli, but for some reason you can't order for yourself. You're just there at the counter like, hey, can I have a sandwich? And then there's some guy who's like, whoa, 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 I got this. Hey, can he have a sandwich?
Exactly. Because when you cast your ballot, you're not really voting for who you want to be president. You're voting to tell one of 538 electors who you want them to vote for on your behalf. The 200-year-old system was introduced to give smaller states, notably slaveholding states, a greater say in the process. And the end result, as designed, is a pretty unbalanced system. For example, Wyoming has about 578,000 people. They're represented by 3 electors. California has nearly 40 million people with 55 electors, meaning a vote made in Wyoming holds more than 3.5 times more weight than a vote made in California. That's why states like Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Arizona get all the attention while the other 40-plus get almost none. As Harvard law professor Lawrence Lessig once told me, the country should really be renamed the swing states of America. And even more worrisome, although electors almost always go by their state's popular vote, they don't have to. So some worry that in key battleground states like Wisconsin or Pennsylvania, where Biden won, but the GOP holds a statewide legislative majority, Trump may try to get loyal legislators to claim voter fraud and pick electors who would vote for him anyway, a modern-day coup. So how do we fix this mess? Well, getting rid of the Electoral College would have to be done through a constitutional amendment, which requires approval from 2/3 of a Congress that I'm pretty sure couldn't get at least half of its members to support a resolution on whether puppies are cute. But there is another option. It's called the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact, and it would let states pledge all their electoral votes to the winner of the national popular vote instead of each individual state's vote. Compact would need 270 electoral backers to take effect. So far, D.C. and 15 states, including ours, Massachusetts, have signed on. That means 196 electoral voters down, 74 more to go. And while we're on the subject, it wouldn't be a bad idea to fix the Senate either. Did you know the 6 senators from the 3 most populous states, California, Texas, and Florida, represent the same number of people as the 64 senators from the smallest 32 states? How is that fair? University of Pennsylvania professor Eric Orts once suggested a fix in the Atlantic, which would allocate 1 senator to each state and redistribute the rest based on population. Now, based on his math, 26 states would get 1 senator, 12 would stay at 2, and the 4 largest states would get the rest, with California getting 12, 9 for Texas, 6 each for Florida and New York, not that you asked. And while some say that would also require a constitutional amendment, Orts argues it could be done through legislation. So, while the courses of treatment can be debated, what's clear is democracy is ailing. Time for us all to lobby for a cure. What do you think? Email us, tweet us, share your thoughts.